So hopefully we can make that happen. All right, AM Extra is excited to kick off a brand new segment. Now, every Friday morning, we're going to break down some movie recommendations for the weekend.
Whether you like streaming at home or catching the latest blockbusters in theaters, we've got you covered for the latest titles hitting the big and small screens in our brand new segment that we like to call Cin-Emma Extra. Yes. Our very own resident mega movie fan, Emma Jerome. You may know her for her morning reporting. When she's not covering breaking news, she's usually at home catching up on all the latest and greatest in the entertainment world.
Okay.
If I am not working or sleeping, I am watching something on my phone, my iPad, TV. I spend many an evening in the theater alone because I love watching movies. And all I've wanted since I started working here was 3 minutes of open mic, and look at me now. I'm gonna use it for good.
You're my consistent reference for like, what do I need to be keeping up with in the pop culture
I know,
world?
and you don't listen, but it's okay because hopefully people at home will when I kick off this debut first segment on Friday the 13th. So most of my features are going to be a little haunted, a little creepy. But first, I want to highlight a local watch, which is new to theaters. It's called Jailhouse to Millhouse. Jailhouse to Millhouse is a look back at the life of Pamela Hayden, the voice behind the beloved, albeit very unlucky, Simpsons character Millhouse. And it has some ties to the Rose City. So we get to see Hayden's courageous life journey, which took her from her hometown in Maine to reform school, juvie, and eventually Hollywood. It really is a testament to her resiliency, and by the end, I would be surprised if you all didn't have the same level of respect for her that I do. This film really begs the question, when life throws its worst at you, what are you made of? And you can see Jailhouse to Millhouse at McMenamin's Kennedy School today. It's part of the Portland Film Festival. It shows at 4:30. Tickets are only $8, and we have information on how to get passes to the Portland Film Festival right now on coin.com. So streaming, it's a huge part of everyday life for me. I was going to say for everyone, but I don't want to speak generally because I have an obsession. And new to streaming on Netflix is The Fall of the House of Usher. It is the 5th installment of the Flaniverse, the twisted mind of Mike Flanagan, responsible for shows like The Haunting of Hill House and Midnight Mass.
Anyone comes after us, we will exhaust our arsenal until the threat's neutralized.
By neutralized, you mean sued into oblivion on the streets?
Neutralized. Like dead.
The series is based loosely on the Edgar Allan Poe story of the same name, and I've been able to preview 2 episodes. And when I say loose, I mean loosely, because I can find no discernible similarities between the series and the story except for the names of some of the characters and the title of the thing. A short synopsis reads, to secure their fortune, 2 ruthless siblings build a family dynasty that begins to crumble when their heirs mysteriously die one by one. What I love about Mike Flanagan's work is he uses the same people in his shows across different series, playing wildly different characters. Kate Siegel, Carla Gugino, Rahul Kohli, they are in this series and they have been in others of his before. I would liken it to the works of Ryan Murphy in the American Horror Story anthologies, or Wes Anderson, using the same troupe of people. And from what I've seen so far, I'm intrigued. Fall of the House of Usher is on Netflix right now. And now I want to introduce you to a few of my favorites. They're not new by any means, and maybe they haven't even been seen by a couple of you. But from the vault for this spooky weekend, I have The Rocky Horror Picture Show, Jennifer's Body, and Halloween Town. Jennifer's Body and The Rocky Horror Picture Show are both something of a cult classic these days, and I want to be clear, both these movies are rated R, and please don't watch them with your kids or your family or your parents if that's something that would make you uncomfortable. The Rocky Horror Picture Show, starring Susan Sarandon and Tim Curry as Dr. Frankenfurter, follows Brad and Janet, a newly married couple who, after their car breaks down, finds themselves stranded at the castle of Dr. Frankenfurter and his band of freaks. The first line of the plot on Wikipedia reads, and I quote, "The film begins with a pair of floating disembodied lips welcoming the audience to a science fiction double feature, and I assure you it only gets weirder from there." The best way to enjoy this movie, in my opinion, is at one of the hundreds of live viewings across the country where local theater buffs will act out the movie in front of the screen as it is played. The audience will dress up as their favorite character, yelling callbacks at the screen, and in some theaters you can get involved physically throwing things and shooting water guns at the actors as they are singing and dancing. And now Jennifer's Body. Equally as campy and ridiculous, it follows Jennifer Check, played by Megan Fox, and her best friend Needy as they navigate high school following a botched sacrifice of the titular character. It is disturbing, it is raunchy, and it is so funny. You can see both the Rocky Horror Picture Show and Jennifer's Body on Hulu right now. And for a movie you can actually watch with your family, Halloween Town is currently streaming on Disney+. Following the Cronwell family, Marnie Piper is her 13th Halloween. She's celebrating her 13th Halloween, and she learns she's a witch. She's transported via portal to Halloween Town, where ghosts, ghouls, witches, and werewolves live apart from the human world. And you too can go to Halloween Town, because St. Helens, where the film was shot, becomes the famed Halloween Town every fall. For more tickets, head to coin.com. And after all of that, I am sweating. I can't tell if there's something in the studio or if I'm just that excited. But that's it. Those are my picks I have for this week.
All good picks, Emma. I like it.
I have never seen the Rocky Horror Picture Show, and I
What?
know about the theater performances and whatnot, and I would like to go.
The time warp. I'm like, I want to
Yeah,
go.
no, Travis, you have to go. Just look up,
Yeah.
it's midnight showings on Fridays at like a number of different theaters in the area. It is ridiculous and scary for someone who hasn't been before, but it's so fun.
Yeah, I do need to do it. Of course, Halloween Town has a special place in the heart.
It's
You know,
so
being
fun.
shot just down the street at
I
St.
can't believe
Helens.
it's the
It's pretty
25th
cool.
anniversary this year.
It's 25th.
Yeah.
Wow.
We're getting old.
Yeah, it's
Thanks.
happened.
Thanks for the reminder. Emma, I know you said that I never take your recommendations, but I promise you, I do want to watch Fall of the House of Usher. I love the previous series from the Flaniverse. I'm going to report back to you next Friday.
All right.
Okay, I want to know what you
I
think
will do
because
my homework.
it's very different than his other stuff. So it's a little, you'll be surprised.
All
and
right.
hopefully enjoy it.
Interesting. Yes,
All
study
right.
up.
Thanks,
All right,
Emma.